Now, in another diplomatic setback for Pakistan, British Conservative Party MP Blackman has backed India's move of stripping Jammu and Kashmir special status last month. Now, Blackman has told India today in an exclusive interview that Jammu and Kashmir is a part of sovereign India and asked Pakistan to vacate the parts of Kashmir under its occupation. Now, he has demanded that Pakistan military should leave Pakistan-occupied Kashmir for the reunification of the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, remember, Bob had written a letter to the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson explaining how stripping of J&K's special status was a right move by India.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Blackman. That is some statement to make. What has been the reaction since?
Well, clearly I've been saying for a very long time that the whole of the state of Jammu and Kashmir, including the illegally occupied section by Pakistan, is a part of sovereign India. Now, the United Nations, when they considered this matter and passed resolutions, the first resolution that they passed was that Pakistan, which illegally occupies part of sovereign India, should leave and the whole of the state should be reunited. That is the first step towards making a decision on the future of Jammu and Kashmir. And until they do that, nothing will move forward.
You seem to be a lone voice, as you yourself say, in the parliament. How do we get the parliament to listen to you, considering your own party's foreign secretary from Dominic Raab had recently said that, yes, Kashmir is a bilateral matter, but human rights, after the abrogation of 370, is an international matter, which is slightly a shift. How do you convey to them?
I think that quite clearly I've written to the Prime Minister. And he's replied, making very clear this is a bilateral matter between India and Pakistan. This is the abrogation of Article 370 was an internal decision for India and should have no external interference whatsoever, certainly not from the United Kingdom. I'll be pressing him, I'll be pressing the Foreign Secretary and other members of the government to make sure that at the United Nations, the United Kingdom doesn't get involved in interfering in the affairs of India. Now, in terms of human rights, we can look at the human rights of all of the citizens of Jammu and Kashmir. The human rights of the Kashmir Pandits, who were forced to leave in ethnic cleansing from the valley 30 years ago. We can look at what's going on in Pakistani-occupied Kashmir, where clearly there are human rights violations and people of minority religions are not safe. So the reality is that we want to see human rights for everyone. And equally, the way you do that is to provide security in the valley, and Pakistan should stop supporting the terrorists who are training in camps on their line of control and then going into India and causing terrorist outrages. But first off, if the Pakistanis want to talk about these things, they should dismantle those terrorist camps and disperse the terrorists.
At a time when Pakistan is leaving no stone unturned to instigate an international action on Kashmir, Member of Parliament Bob Blackman from the ruling party in Britain making a statement saying that Kashmir is not only an integral part of India, but also for any UN referendum to be held in Kashmir first, Pakistan should get out of PoK. He had also written a letter to Boris Johnson after the abrogation of 370, explaining that 370 is absolutely an internal matter of India and that Kashmir is definitely a bilateral matter between the two countries. He has received a reply from Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who has agreed with what MP Bob Blackman has been saying for a very long time. He's a lone voice at this point in time. Not many people have stood by him, but he says that he's going to keep impressing his opinion and the real picture to the British Parliament. And at this point in time, this is a significant diplomatic win for India. Lavina Tandon for India Today from